Hello and welcome to Sujith Talks. My name is Sujith Billa. I'm a registered migration agent in Australia, and this video is about permanent residence visas and their conditions. Regardless of how you got a permanent residence visa, be it a partner visa, parent visa, a skilled visa or a business visa or another type of permanent residence visa, it still is a visa, which means it has an expiry date. It's not citizenship where there is no restrictions on travel. Now with permanent residence visas, you have 5 years of time period where you can have multiple entries to Australia, which means you can travel in and out of Australia as you wish in that 5 years time frame without any conditions. But you can actually stay here in Australia for life. That means you can stay here indefinitely. That means you can stay here till you die. There is an exception. If you travel outside that 5-year time period, you can't come back to Australia unless you're an Australian citizen or you have a visa called as a written resident visa. But if you're living here in Australia without going out for entire of your lifetime, then you don't need a visa. Technically, even if your permanent residence visa is expired, you can stay here indefinitely all your life. So that's about permanent residence visas conditions. Although it doesn't have conditions, it has one condition, that is, if you are going out of Australia after the expiry date on your permanent residence visa, you need a written resident visa. But if you are an Australian citizen, you do not need that. You can go out and come back into Australia as you wish without having a visa. The difference between a permanent residence visa and citizenship is that permanent residence visa is still a visa. If you are still thinking about what to do while your permanent residence visa is expired, it is best in your interest to apply for a RRV, which is a written resident visa, because you don't know when you have to travel. Suppose there is an emergency and you have to go out of Australia when your permanent residence visa is expired. It is always a good idea to have a written resident visa when you don't have Australian citizenship. So if you need assistance in applying RRV or written resident visa, such as 155, which gives you up to 5 years of permanent residence, in other words, it's just renewing your permanent residence visas for another 5 years. If you're thinking about applying 155 and need immigration assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Or if you can't satisfy the requirements of a 155 visa, which is to be in Australia for 2 years of time in the last 5 years, but you still want to come to Australia, you have another option, that is a 157 visa, which gives you up to 3 months time. So again, if you need immigration assistance in RRVs such as 155 and 157, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm a registered migration agent and I'm here to help you guys to get a written resident visa.